Today we will continue to talk about Mahāparinibbāna Sutta, the Buddha's last days, part 3. And last time we talked about 7 Bhikkhu Aprihaniya Dhamma. The first group of 7 Bhikkhu Aprihaniya Dhamma, non-declined Dhammas for Bhikkhus. Now we will continue the second group. There's second group of Bhikkhu Aprihaniya Dhamma. There are also 7 Dhamma in this second group. So what are they? Then we will show the screen. Okay, here. Satta Aprihaniya Dhamma. Satta Bhikkhu Aprihaniya Dhamma. The Bhikkhu's Dhammas of non-decline. Another 7 Dhammas of non-declines for Bhikkhus. What is the first one? The Buddha continued to talk about these 7 Aprihaniya Dhammas to the Bhikkhus in these assemblies. As long as they hold these 7 Aprihaniya Dhamma, the Bhikkhu will prosper, will grow, will not decline. So what are they? Number 1, Bhikkhu, Yawa Kvinja Bhikkhu, na kamarama boisanti. Na kama rata, na kama rama tamanu yota. Bodhi wa bhikkhve bhikkhuna patikinta no prihani. What is the meaning? Here, the translation. Do not find pleasure, delight, and become absorbed in works. Then, they may be expected to prosper, not to decline. Do not find pleasures, or do not find pleasures. Kamarama wisdom, do not have too much activities. Then, okay, what is this? Some bhikkhu, they are doing many things. Rope, or they are sewing the rope, they are drying the rope. After that, okay, they are also picking the bow, they are also making the bow bed, etc. They are also making the broom. They are also doing something. For example, like construction in the monastery the whole day, the whole week, the whole month, the whole years, etc. Then what will happen? They don't study pariyati. They don't practice meditation. They don't teach the pariyatis to the students. They don't teach the meditations to the students. Then what happens? They are delight in activities, they are delight in work, or they become absorbed in works. Then the bhikkhu will not develop, will not prosper in his life. He will decline, especially his bhikkhu's dhamma will not develop, will not prosper. His bhikkhu's dhamma will decline slowly. Okay, but some bhikkhus, sometimes when necessary, they are sewing the rope, dyeing the rope, picking the bow, no problem, not the whole day. They are also sweeping the cleaning in the monastery. When the time is to study, then they are also studying the pariyati. They are also learning Athakatha. they are also reciting, they are also trying to memorize the respective Tipitaka, Pali, etc. Then, when the time is to cleanse, to do the duties in monastery or in open space around the pagoda or Bodhi tree, etc., they are also doing this cleaning duties. When the time is to meditate, or they also meditate, they also practice meditation according to monastery schedule. Although they are doing some work in the monastery, but they also study and practice meditation. That is why they are not considered delighting work, delighting activities. They are becoming absorbed in work. Cannot consider they are becoming absorbed in work, etc. Okay, then you see in the schedules here, monastery A daily schedule. You can see it here. 4 a.m. Start to chanting and meditation. Chanting, after that meditate together in the meditation hall. Then, according to the schedule, this is only just the example only, not exactly. Okay. Then 5:45 a.m. What is this one? Breakfast. Breakfast. 6:30 to 7:30 or walking. Maybe they do cleaning duties around the kuti or the monastery. Then 7:30 to 9 a.m. or learning. This is maybe some prayer school. In our meditation center, most of the time are meditation times. Okay, meditation times. So 7:30 to 9 a.m. also, then meditate here. But in prayer school learning, there's a class in the school. Then 10 to 45 a.m. lunchtime. Then they can rest after lunch for some times. 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. This one is also meditation times in our monastery. But in prayer school, there may be the class, the studying time. Okay, studying time. 2:30 walking. Okay, and some monastery here, maybe they need to do some duties in their monastery. They can do. But actually, this one usually after breakfast and after evening meditation session, they can do the sun cleaning duties around the monastery. 6 to 7:30 p.m. meditation time. Okay, then 7:45 to 8:45 p.m. Then Dhamma talk. They can listen to the Dhamma talk. Such kinds of schedule. Sometimes when the time is to do the duty, or they do the duty, when the time is to study, they also study. When the time is to meditate, they also meditate according to the schedule. Then we consider they are not absorbed in the activity or walks. Here, monastery B, you see, with the red color, full of schedule, go to the village or cities for alms food. After that, then they have the lunch. Only just find the food and eat. After that, they are walking. They are doing many activities in the monastery without studying, without practicing meditation, etc. Then such kinds of monastery consider they are absorbed in walk activity, or they are delighted in walk activity. Then the bhikkhu in this monastery will not develop, will decline. That is why the Buddha reminded the bhikkhus not to delight in walk, not to become absorbed in walks. That is why, as long as they are not delightful in walk, they are not absorbed in walk activities, then the bhikkhu may be expected to prosper, not to decline. Then number two, what is this one? Na basarama boisanti, na basarata, na basarama tamanu yogda. Oh, Yawa Kuyenja Bekawe, Yawa Kuyenja Bekawe, Beku, na basarama boisanti, na basarata, na basarama tamanu yogda. Bodhiwa Bekwe, Bekuna Patikenga, no prihani, the Buddha says. Do not find pleasure, delight, and become absorbed in chattering or conversations. You see, some bhikkhus, they are spending their time by having the chattering or conversation with the others the whole day. Then they waste their times. That is why then their bhikkhu's dhamma, bhikkhu life will not develop, will not prosper, will decline. Iti wana purisa wana diwasena, alapa sanlapa, krondoyewa diwaschensa ratinsa vitinamiti. Some bhikkhus, they are having conversation about the appearance of girl, appearance of men, etc. They are beautiful, they are handsome, etc. Is it? Then they spend their times by talking about the appearance of men and women, etc. Then they waste all the times with their conversations. They have no limit in conversations. Then they are delighted in chattering. They are delighted in conversation. Their bhikkhu dhamma will decline, will not develop. But they have limit in conversations. Ratindiwan dhamma katheti. Sometimes they are talking about the dhamma for whole day and whole night. Then, although they are talking about the dhamma for whole day and whole night, they cannot consider they are delighted in chattering. Okay? Then Pinya Visajeti, some ask the question. Because they are asking question, they also answer according to the Buddha's teaching for whole day and whole night. They are also not delightful in chattering, conversation. They have the limit in conversations. Why? They are not considered. They are not considered delight in conversation and chattering. Why? The Buddha also says, Sanipatitana wo bhikkhve dvayan karaniyan dhammiva katha ariyawa tonipa. When they are gathering each other, then the Buddha reminds the bhikkhus to have two things, to do two things, dhammiva katha, or discussion about the Dhamma. Okay, the Buddha reminds the bhikkhus to discuss about the Dhamma even maybe whole day and whole night. Then they are not delightful in chattering. Another one, Ariyawa Donibawa, when they are gatherings in one place, then they keep nowhere silent. Or they keep nowhere silent means they are paying attention their respective meditation object in their mind. Then they are also not considered, not delightful in chatterings. When you meet each other, when you gather with the other bhikkhus together, also yogi, also the same. Then Dhammiva Katha, discuss about the meditation, number one. Then number two, keep nowhere silent. Only just pay attention to your respective meditation objects. The Buddha likes to do these two things when there are gatherings. Okay? And the bhikkhu life will develop, will not decline. Number three, na nidharama boisanti Nidha na nidharata na nidharama tamanu yukta. Odi wa bhikkhve bhikkhuna patikinka no parihani. As long as the minds do not find pleasure, delight, and become absorbed and sleeping, they may be expected to prosper, not decline. You know, yeah, the delight and sleeping. Delight and sleeping. Which bhikkhu is delight and sleeping? You know, your kitchen don't be Nisay no be nipa no be tina medavi budo nedayati yewa aya nedara monama. One bhikkhu, one siale, one yogi is okay, sleeping when they are walking. They can also sleep by walking, no? You may have some experience in sleeping by walking. Okay? Nisay no be when you are sitting also, they are sleeping. Okay, many yogi may experience by meditating, by sitting, you are sleeping. But many people think he is meditating. Actually, he is sleeping by sitting. Is it? The nipa no be when they are lying down also they are sleeping. Tina medavi buddha or Tina medavi buddha nedayati wa they have a lot of slope and topa, Tina meda, then they can sleep, they want to sleep in every bodily postures, then they are considered delight and sleeping. Yasapana karaja kaya kilinina chaitan buenge authority naya nidara more. Sometimes when they practice meditation diligently in every bodily posture, because of meditation practice, because sometimes they also study the Buddha's Dhamma diligently, or sometimes they become tired. When they are tired, sometimes they also fall into bhavanga, or then we see we use the falling into bhavanga. This is the suitable words for this. Then we don't use as sleeping, or maybe he is meditating diligently. That is why he is falling into bhavanga, not sleeping, or by sitting something like this. Then such kinds of persons consider not delight in sleeping. Okay, then when you are meditating or when you are studying the Buddha Dhamma, then trying to remove the Tinameda with your great effort. Then Tinameda will not disturb your practice or your studies. Okay, then the bhikkhu will develop, will prosper, will not decline. Then number 4. What is number 4? Na Sengani-karama Boisanti, na Sengani-karata, na Sengani-karama Tamanuyota. Bodhi wa bhikkhu bhikkhuna patikinka no parihani. As long as the monks do not find pleasure, delight, and become absorbed in companies here, then they may be expected to prosper, not decline. Then, some bhikkhus, when they are living alone, they are not happy. That is why they are finding another friend. They are searching for another friend. Okay, they meet with another friend, they become 2. Or still not satisfied yet, then find another friend, become 3. When they are 3, they are also not satisfied yet, they find another friend, become 4. In this way, they are delightful in companies. They want to have they want to stay with many friends, many times, not only one times. Then then what happened? Then if they are finding a lot of friends, a lot of companies, then they are delighted in companies. They are delighted in a lot of friends. Yopana Chatudu Abdidu Ekego Asaran Labati. Then if they are delightful in many companies, then the bhikkhu, sure, they will spend their time with the chattering, having conversation, etc. Then they will spend their time with unuseful things. Okay, unuseful things. They will not be able to practice meditation, and then they will not develop in their life. They will decline. But some bhikkhus, some syalis, some yogi, they want to stay alone without any companies. Then ekeko area satutu area ptetu ekeko asaran labati. In full posture, when they are walking, standing, sitting, and lying down, they want to stay alone by paying attention to their respective meditation object. Then what will happen? Their meditation will develop, will improve. When they are studying, also, okay, they study diligently without having conversation with the others. Then this bhikkhu or syali will develop in their life. Okay, that is why the Buddha reminded you not to delight in companies. Not to delight in companies. Kamarata Sanganika Rama, Eko Sanganika Rama. Then this one, as you know, when they stay together, that's one we call Kaya Viveka. Kaya Viveka is secluded from many friends. They are living alone by practicing meditations. Then they are living alone without any companies. That is called Kaya Viveka. Then Kaya Viveka, Citta Viveka, Pichayo Hoti. When they stay alone by practicing meditation, then because of this Kaya Viveka, the bodily seclusions from many companies, they also practice meditation. Then what will happen? Kaya Viveka, Citta Viveka, Pichayo Hoti. Then their concentration will develop, will prosper, will improve. Then they will attain up to jhana's concentration state. They can attain 8 attainment. Or when they attain 8 attainment, what will happen? Then Citta Viveka, they obtain the Citta Viveka, seclusions of the mind from mental defilements. Okay? Then before, although they are living alone, okay, they are thinking about many sensual pleasure, they are getting angry, etc. So they have a lot of defilement, friend in their mind. So although they are living alone, although they have Kaya Viveka, but they still don't have Citta Viveka, seclusion of the mind from defilements. Okay? But when they attain 8 attainment, they can stay with their respective meditation object, or they can stay with the jhana's concentration, 8 attainment, one of the jhana's concentration. At that time, the nivarana and defilements, kilesa, will not associate with their mind. Their mind will be very pure. So this is called Citta Viveka, secluded from the defilement, seclusion of the mind from defilements, like this, okay? Then Citta Viveka, Upati Viveka, Pichayo Hoti. If they had Citta Viveka, then the mind is secluded from the defilement. Then based on this concentration, Citta Viveka, they can continue to practice Vipassana. Then at the end of Vipassana knowledges, then they can realize Nibbana. When they realize Nibbana, or they can stay with the Nibbana objects without any defilement or without any upadis. Okay, upadis mean without any sensual pleasure in their mind, without any defilement in their mind, without any, the nama, rupa, or aggregate something like this, without paying attention, those kinds of suffering in their mind. Then this is called Upati refer to Nibbana. That is why when they are not delighted in accompanies, when they are not delightful in a company, when they don't become absorbed in companies, then the bhikkhu can be expected to prosper, not to decline. Then number 5. What is number 5? Na papecha boisanti na papi kanang wasangata. Odiwa bhikkhu bhikkhuna patikenka no prihani. Do not harbor, do not come under the controls of evil desires. They may be expected to prosper, not to decline. What is the meaning? Napa pecha boisanti, they have no evil desire. Napa pikana wasang papikana isana wasangata. They don't follow the evil desires. They don't follow when the evil desires appear, then they don't follow. They control the evil desires not to arise in the future. They stop the evil desires. Then the bhikkhu may be expected to prosper, to develop, not to decline. What is the evil desire? Asandasa bhavanaya ichaya samanagata dosila papicha nama. Some dosila bhikkhu, the immoral bhikkhus, they have the evil desires in their mind. They have no sila, samadhi, pinya, but they show other people, I have sila, samadhi, pinya, etc. By showing the attainment, that they don't have the real attainment, then they are following the evil desire. They cannot control the evil desires. Okay? Then their bhikkhu life will not develop, will decline. If they don't follow the evil desire, then the bhikkhu life will develop, will prosper, not to decline. How to control? Sure, only just stay with the meditation object, respective meditation objects. Just now already explained that based on pure morality practice, there are respective meditation objects. Later, they can attain up to jhana's concentration state. They can stay with the jhana's concentration. They already control the evil desire for some times. But they still cannot remove the evil desire completely yet. Then based on this concentration practice vipassana until they realize Nibbana. Then when they realize Nibbana, they can stay with the Nibbana objects without any evil desires. Then they will be able to control the evil desire at the times. Okay? Number 6. Na papa metta boisanti, na papa sahaya, na papa sampavanga. Do not have bad friends, associations, or companies. As long as they don't have bad friends, associations, or companies, then they may be expected to prosper, not decline. You see here, then if they have bad friends, what happens? Sure, their life will decline, will not develop, will not prosper. For example, Ajatasattuken, then you remember Ajatasattuken, then he also associated with the Venerable Devadatta. Because of his encouragement, then Ajatasattuken, his father is noble person, Sotapanna person. Then because of this reason, although he did a lot of kusala and the sasana in the future, but this kusala will not have hence to prevent falling from the fourfold state. Now he is still in Loha Kumbhi, hell, and Avijji, like this. Okay? Because of bad friend. because of different. In the same way, they are also like Kokalika and the other, they also associated with the Venerable Devadatta. They like Venerable Devadatta's behavior and ideas, then they follow. And finally, they also accused the Buddha and made a lot of evidence towards the Buddha and Bhikkhu Sangha. Then finally, they also fell into a wizzy, like Venerable Devadatta. That is why the Bhikkhu life will not develop. But when they associate with the good persons, for example, like Venerable Sariputta, Venerable Moggallana, Venerable Ananda, etc., then when they listen to the good Dhamma from those venerables, then they can also practice meditations correctly, diligently. Finally, they also escape from all suffering. They realize Nibbana. They become noble persons, etc. Because of this reason, those bhikkhu developed in their life, not decline. So if they don't have bad friends, bad associations, companies, then they may be expected to prosper, not to decline. This is number 6 factors. Then number 7. Number 7. As long as, okay, bhikkhuna ora matakena visesa digamena andravasana abhijay sandi ora matakena visesa digamena andravasana abhijay sandi. As long as the monks do not rest content with partial achievement, they may be expected to prosper, not to decline. They are meditating. For example, they are practicing the 3 trainings: Sila Sikha training and morality, Samadhi Sikha training and concentration, Panya Sikha training and wisdom. What happened? Then, okay, I can observe the morality not to break. My morality is pure. It is enough for me to go to good destination, okay, good life after death. So they don't continue to practice meditation to attain concentration. Then they also stop without reaching the great destination. Sure, they are moral bhikkhu can go to good destination, but they still need to fulfill the 3 trainings, not completed yet. Okay, that is why if they start with the sila, what will happen? They stop wasana, they stop in between. They stop before reaching the great goal. Okay, great goal. That is why they are considered not development in bhikkhu life. May decline or may stop their development. Some, for example, Sila Parisuddhi Matena, then Vipassana Matena. Okay, some they practice Vipassana based on pure morality. Then, okay, they may have some Vipassana knowledge and meditation practice. Then they are satisfied. They stop. They don't have intentions to realize Nibbana. Only just practice Vipassana. Then they stop with Vipassana, practice Vipassana knowledge. Then because of this, if they can maintain this Vipassana, then this Vipassana knowledge, this Vipassana kusala also can produce to be reborn in good destination, good life. Okay? But they stop in between, on the way to Nibbana, on the way to Arahantship. That is why they also consider they stop their development. Okay? Another person, Jhana Matina, they practice concentration, then they attain up to Jhana's concentration state. For example, they attain 8 attainment. By practicing Anapana meditation, they can attain up to 4 Jhana state. Or they can continue to practice, for example, Kasina, they can attain up to 8 attainments. But they are satisfied with their Jhana attainment. they don't continue to practice. They don't continue to practice vipassana or like, for example, abhiññana, etc. Then they stop with the jhanas attainment only. They haven't realized nibbana yet. Then their development also stop. Okay, their development also stop. Then another one is a sotapanna bhavamati. Oh, some they continue to practice vipassana based on concentration. Then at the end of vipassana, they realize nibbana. Or they also destroy some mental defilements. Or they become sotapanna. Sotapanna is what they have only just 7 lives remaining. After that, they will make end of the sufferings. No more birth. Okay, no more suffering like this. The sotapanna is safe. They will never fall into full state. Even they can choose any destination after death. They want to become human being, or they want to become deva, or if they have jhana attainment, they want to be a Brahma, also possible. Okay, they have many choice. So okay, because of this reason, they are satisfied with their sotapanna attainment, or they stop. But the Buddha, the Buddha was not satisfied with the bhikkhu's attainment yet. But if the bhikkhu or his disciples stop with the sotapanna attainment, then their development is stopping. Okay, their development is stopping. They stop their development. That is why consider decline or stop development. Not only this one here mentions Sagadagami Bhavamati. Sagadagami Bhavamati. Some they are not satisfied with sotapanna state. They continue to practice vipassana, or they become Sagadagami. The practice is the same, okay? The nama rupa or 5 khandhas. They contemplate the nama rupa, this sankhara dhamma, by ways of nama rupa, by ways of 5 aggregate, by ways of 42, etc. Contemplate them as anicca, dukkha, anatta. But their intention is to attain the higher attainment. For example, sotapanna to attain Sagadagami Magga Phala, that they haven't attained yet. But they also, another intention is to remove the defilement that they haven't removed yet. With these 2 intentions, when they contemplate the sankhara dhamma, nama rupa dhamma, or 5 khandhas, as anicca, dukkha, anatta, then their vipassana knowledge become matured. When their vipassana knowledge become mature, then what will happen? They can attain Sagadagami Magga and Phala. Then they were destroying the more defilement. They were destroying the gross defilements, lobha, dosa, moha. Then they become Sagadagami. Okay, I don't have gross lobha, dosa, moha, gross defilement. Then they are satisfied with their current attainment. They don't continue to practice to become anagami. Then what will happen? The Buddha was not satisfied with their attainment yet. It is good compared to the lower person. They are already very high. But the Buddha didn't want to stop there with this state. The Buddha want them to continue to practice for higher attainment. Okay? Then consider their development is stopping. Their development is stopping. Here another one, anagami bhavamati. But some person, they continue to practice for higher attainment with these 2 intentions. Then their vipassana knowledge become mature. They attain anagami Magga and Phala. They also destroy the dosa completely. Okay, sensual desire, kama raga completely, or something like this. Then they became anagami. After that, sure, they will become Brahma, whatever they like. They will not become in any sensual realms. Because of this reason, okay, they are satisfied with their attainment. Okay, I'm okay with this state. They stop without practicing to attain Arahata Mega and flat. Then consider Vasana Apajayasandi. Now they stop in between. They stop before reaching the Arahata state. This one we call Vasana, Andra Vasana Apajayasandi. This one we call Andra Vasana. Andra Vasana means they stop on the ways to Arahantaship, like this. But the Buddha also actually want them to continue to practice to become Arahanta. The Buddha don't want them to stop at the state. Okay? But they stop. Here, consider their development is stopping like this. Then they practice Vipassana meditations become Arahanta. When they become Arahanta, sure, there's nothing to do further. They have done what should be done. They have done what should be done. They are liberated from all sufferings. That is why the Buddha satisfied with the state. Okay, then consider this bhikkhu is developing. That means Andra Vatana Apajayasandi means the Buddha doesn't want his disciple to stop on the way before reaching Arahantaship, Arahata Mega and flat. Okay? Then the bhikkhu will develop, not to decline. This is the meaning of this fetters. As long as, as long as man holds to these 7 things and are sensed to do so, they may be expected to prosper, not decline. These 7 fetters, non-decline, okay? Non-decline or the bhikkhu's dhamma. Okay, how do you think? Then if you have these 7 fetters, we still have another what? Bhikkhu Saddha Bodhisanti. Okay, then another still possible to continue, okay? And these are 7 dhamma. Then another bhikkhu here, Apripi Saddha Abrihaniya Dhamma, Saddha Bhikkhu Abrihaniya Dhamma. Another 7 dhammas or non-declines for bhikkhus. Another 7 dhammas. Then what are the 7 dhammas? The Buddha continued to talk about another 7 dhammas for development of bhikkhus. Then bhikkhu Saddha Bodhisanti, Saddha Bodhisanti, Yawa Gwensa Bhikkhu Saddha Bodhisanti, Odi wa Bhikkhu Bhikkhuna Patikinka no Prihani. As long as monks continue with faith, as long as monks continue with faith, to have faith, having faith, okay, having faith, then they may be expected to prosper, not to decline. Faith, sure. If there's the Buddha says, in these 7 dhamma, this one is the Tatiya Sataka, a group of 7s dhammas to develop for bhikkhus. Then as long as the bhikkhu have the faith, then they will be they can be expected to prosper, not to decline. The faith is very important in evidence. If there's no faith, sure, then they don't believe in the Buddha's teaching, etc. Then sure, they will not follow the Buddha's instruction. Even they will not keep the 5 precepts. If they don't keep 5 precepts, then how they will continue to practice meditation to attain concentration? How they will be able to practice vipassana to attain Mahāparinibbāna Nibbāna? Then sure, they will not develop. That is why the faith is very important. If there's a faith in the Buddha's enlightenment, then if they have faith in the Buddha's enlightenment, they also believe, they also have faith in the Buddha's teaching, then they will practice. When they practice, sure, they will see the result of the practice or following the Buddha's instructions. A lot. By observing 5 precepts, their life already very pure, already very safe. There are a lot of problems in the world. What happened? They don't have they don't have faith in the Buddha's teachings. This one they are killing. Although they use the Buddha's name. I am Buddhist. I am Buddhist. What happened? Actually, they don't follow the Buddha's instruction. Even they don't keep the 5 precepts. That is why they are making a lot of problem in the world. They are fighting each other. They are killing each other. That is when the world is not peaceful here. If they have faith in the Buddha, they also follow the Buddha's instruction, then what will happen? Then the world will be peaceful world. Peaceful world. Yeah, mention 4 kinds of saddha in this stage. Agamaniya saddha, the face of the Bodhisattva Buddha to be. Then since they receive the niyata vyadita, definite propensities for the Buddha, then their face will never disappear. They fulfill the 10 parami until they become enlightenment. This kind of faith is called Agamaniya saddha. Then another one is Adhigama saddha. Adhigama saddha means the noble person's faith. The Sotapanna noble person, etc., when they realize Nibbana, when they become noble person, their faith will never disappear on the Buddha. That is why, Bodhi, Avacca, Pasarina, Samanagato, Hoti, unshakable faith in the Buddha, or unshakable faith in the Dhamma and the Sangha, and they will never break the 5 precepts. These are the quality of noble person, especially for Sotapanna. If Sotapanna have these 4 qualities, sure, the higher noble person will surely have this one, okay? Then that is why they will never fall into 4 who state me this one. Then although other persons persuade them with many things, they will never change to the other belief, the other religions, etc. Or they have the strong faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sanghas, and they will never break the 5 precepts taught by the Buddha. Or taught by the Buddha means the Buddha want them to observe the 5 precepts, not to break. They will never break. Okay, that is why Sotapanna life is safe with this one. Then another one is a Pasada Saddha. When they hear Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha's word, then as soon as they hear the Trapezians words, then they also have faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. They also approach the 3 Trapezians. This is called Pasada Saddha. They revere the Trapezians. Then Ogapanna Saddha means they have the strong faith, not normal faith, strong faith in the Trapezians. These 2 are considered faith here. Then although they are not noble person, although they are not Bodhisattva, Buddha to be, then if they have faith in the 3 Trapezians, then they will follow the Buddha's instruction. Then they will fulfill the Buddha's the 3 trainings. Then sure, they can be expected to prosper, not to decline. The faith is very important, okay? Then another one is faith. Then number 2 is Bhikkhu Hirimana Bodhisanti, Hiri, moral shame here. As long as monks continue with moral shame, if they may be expected to prosper, not to decline. If they have faith, if they have moral shame, moral shame, they will not do evil things. If they don't, they will not do evil things. If they don't have the hiri, moral shame, they will do a lot of evil things. That is why, for example, bhikkhu or someone is shameful to do agusala. So they avoid doing agusala. Sure, their life will develop, will prosper. They will not decline. That is why the hiri, moral shame is also one factor to develop. Not only bhikkhu, this one considers for lay person, also all everybody. Okay, everybody's. Hirimana. Then Ottabi, the other also quite similar. Okay, the other is the bhikkhu Ottaba Bodhisanti. Ottaba hiri ottappa usually use here moral fears. As long as monks continue with moral fear, they will be expected to prosper, not decline. If bhikkhu have moral fears, ottappa, or hiri ottappa, then they will be expected to prosper, not to decline. Hiri and ottappa in the Buddha Sasana, we use together hiri ottappa. You must have hiri ottappa. Since we young, for example, our teacher, our parents, they also give order to us. You must have hiri ottappa. Hiri ottappa means, okay, you must be shameful to do akusala. You must avoid doing akusala. Then we have hiri ottappa. Okay, we have hiri ottappa. If we are not shameful to do akusala, doing akusala, killing living beings, stealing others' property, doing such misconduct, lying, taking alcohol and intoxicants, etc., then they are not shameful, or they don't have hiri and ottappa. Then if they don't have hiri and ottappa, what will happen? The world will be destroyed. Then now, you know, that is why these two dhamma, hiri ottappa, are called loka pala dhamma, the dhamma which protects the world. If there are these two dhamma, the world will be peaceful. If there are these two dhamma, if there are no these two dhammas in the world, then everybody will do akusala. They are not shameful to do akusala. You know, now many are killing living beings. Then many are having the world here. They are not shameful to kill living beings, to steal others' property, etc., to take others' property with many ways, by bullying, etc. You know, the Russia is also fighting with the Ukraine to take over the country. They are not shameful. Even Myanmar also like this. You see, fighting each other. If they are shameful, sure, they will not do such kinds of killing, etc. Then the world is, you know, having a lot of problems because of this. They don't have the hiri ottappa in their mind. That is why we call loka pala dhamma, the protective dhammas of the world. Okay, they don't. If they don't have this hiri ottappa, they will do a lot of bad things in the world. Then they make problem. Then the world will not be peaceful world. Then if they have hiri ottappa, then the world they will not do akusala. Especially they can observe the 5 precepts. If everybody are observing the 5 precepts, or they are avoiding doing akusala, then they have hiri and ottappa. Then the world will be peaceful world. Okay. During the universal monarchs, Chakravarti came times. He also observed the 5 precepts. He also asked his minister to observe the 5 precepts. And also, you know, the whole people in the country need to observe the 5 precepts. This is their country's law. There's no special law. Then the whole world is peaceful. Okay? No fighting each other. Although they haven't attained up to jhana, megaphala, nibbana yet, the world is very peaceful. The world is very peaceful. So if the world want to be peaceful, then if you want the world to be peaceful, then ask the leader in the country, leader in the world, not to fight each other. Okay? Not to fight each other. To be shameful, to do akusala, then to avoid doing akusala. Then if they are not doing the akusala, then the world will be peaceful. If they are doing akusala, the world will not be peaceful. So hiri ottappa is very important for everybody, not only for bhikkhu. Okay? Then number 4. Number 4, what is number 4? Bhosutta Bhoisanti Bhosutta Bhikkhu, Bhosutta Bodhisanti, as long as monks continue with much learning, vast learning, then they may be experts to prosper, not decline. Then here, Bhosutta, vast learning, much learning. Much learning is called Bhosutta. There are two kinds of Bhosutta. Pariyati Bhosutta, much learning, and Pariyati, the Buddha's teaching. Then PATVDH Sutta, then vast learning and the attainment. This attainment. Priyati means they are learning in Tipitaka. This is called Priyati Buddha. They are very skillful in the Tipitaka. PATVDH means when they practice meditation, they can penetrate the Four Noble Truths. They realized the Four Noble Truths. They have PATVDH Sutta. PATVDH Sutta. But in this stage, the Buddha referred to Priyati Sutta, much learning and Tipitaka. If they are skillful in the Tipitaka, if they have Bhuhu Sutta, much learning in Tipitaka, then they know Vinaya. Vinaya. Then they can observe according to the Vinayas. Then their morality will be pure, especially for Bhikkhu. Then for layperson, they also have knowledge. For example, how to observe the 5 precepts, 8 precepts. So their morality will be pure. When they know how to practice meditation, then they also practice meditation accordingly. Then they will see the improvement in meditation. Then they can continue to practice vipassana. Sure, they can realize nibbana. But without knowledge in Tipitaka, there may be wrong practice, wrong instruction, etc. They will not develop. Another thing, they have no knowledge in the Tipitaka, but they have idea. They are holding kinds of views, a kinds of method, but which is not correct. It is wrong. But when they are practicing the meditation, following the Buddha's instruction, fulfilling the 3 training according to the Buddha's instruction, because of lack of knowledge, and then they criticize. Sure, this bhikkhu will not develop, will decline. Will decline, even they will fall into full state. Is it? Then if they have knowledge in the Tipitaka like Venerable Ananda, it will be very useful. It will be very useful. Then another one is Bhikkhu Arada Bodhisanti, to have effort, to have, as long as months continue with aroused vigor. Okay, this word is very rare word, is it? Okay, then aroused energy or effort. Aroused energy or effort. Then they will be expected to prosper, not to decline. You know, Arada Viriya means there are 2 kinds of Viriya, effort. Kayika Viriya, physical effort or bodily effort. Cetasika Viriya, mental effort. Also, Kaya Senganika, we know that was to do to Atha Arambava to Sena, Ekeka, Hundi, Esangari, Kayika Viriya, Aradanama Hoti. What is the meaning? They are fulfilling the 3 trainings. They are practicing meditation and 4 posture. Okay? Without showing any reasons. Atha Arambava to me, I just finished, karma, I just finished doing something. Then I want to rest, or then there will be the cause for laziness. But I just finished walking. Then later I may be busy, so I just finished walking this one. Then I should practice meditation diligently, or I just finished walking. I have time to practice meditation. Or there will be cause for energy, effort, not for laziness. Okay? In the same way, when they need to do sentence, very close to do sentence, okay, I have to do sentence tomorrow. Today I still have time. I will practice meditation diligently. Or then this walk also will be the cause for effort, energies. Okay, but some person, I have to do tomorrow, then I will be busy today, I will rest, or without doing something, then will be the cause for laziness. In the same way, mega, I had to go to somewhere, the same way, okay? Then I need to rest today, then will be the cause for laziness. Or I have to go to somewhere else tomorrow, I have to practice meditation today diligently. That will be the cause for, what will happen? The cause for effort. That depends on yogis' intention, yogis, yonisomanasikaras and ayonisomanasikaras. There will be cause for laziness or cause for effort. I am sick. Okay, I was sick. I just recovered from the illness. Also the same way, I will rest or I will practice meditation diligently or something like this. Depends on his yonisomanasika. If he practice meditation diligently, will be the cause for effort. And another one is we have enough food. We have enough food. Then we need to practice meditation diligently. We don't have any trouble, any difficulty with the food. We have enough food, then we will practice. Or some, they don't have such kinds of intention. Okay, we have enough food. Then after eating, we need to rest, something like this. Okay, then that is why Atta Arambha to me depends on their intentions will be the cause for effort. So they practice meditations and every bodily posture with the body. That is called Kahika Virya, physical effort or bodily effort. Then another one is when they practice in this way, they attain up to 8 attainment, Atta Samapatti. Okay, then they can stay with their jhana attainment. They can stay with their respective meditation objects for a long time without any nirvana or defilements in their mind. Then they are also practicing. They are also staying in this way. Then when they are walking, for example, some defilements may appear. At the time, they don't let the defilements to go to the other posture. For example, when they are sitting, okay, they practice meditation, they pay attention to the meditation objects. Then the defilement automatically disappear, automatically stop. Then the defilements cannot follow to the other posture when they are sitting, for example. When they are sitting, the defilements appear. They also try to remove the defilements with their attainment. They don't let the defilements to follow to the other posture when they are sleeping, etc. They try to remove the defilement with their attainment. Or that is called mental effort, Citasika Virya. Or if they are doing in this way, then the bhikkhu may be expected to develop, not to decline. That is why Arada Virya means like this, okay? They may fulfill the 3 trainings, not to have any defilements, to remove the defilement. Then finally, they can realize Nibbana. When they realize the Nibbana, sure, they will be able to remove the defilement. They will be able to stay with the good objects without defilement. Then their bhikkhu life will prosper. Then another one, number 6, Upatita Sati Bodhisanti. Number 6, Upatita Sati Bodhisanti. As long as monks continue with established mindfulness, to have mindfulness, then they may be expected to prosper, not to decline. Number 6 factors. Mindfulness is very important for every. If there's a mindfulness, then a kusala will arise. If there's a no mindfulness, then akusala will arise also. Mindfulness means stay with the good objects. Staying with good objects, mindful to be good, careful to be mindful. To be mindful with the good, trying to stay with the good objects, then there's a mindfulness. whatever kusala arises, for example, when they are doing the generosity, there's also kusala mind. This kusala mind also associated with mindfulness. Because of mindfulness, sure, kusala arise. If there's no mindfulness, akusala will arise. Then when they are observing the precepts not to break also, sure, they are mindful. Then because of mindfulness, kusala mind arise. Kusala mind associated with the mindfulness. Okay? Mindfulness associated with the kusala mind. Then otherwise will be akusala. When they are practicing meditation also, okay, they are trying to be mindful on the meditation object. Then they have mindfulness. Then when they stay with the jhana concentration objects, the nibbana objects, all the time, whatever kusala mind arises with the good, pay attention to the good objects, the mindfulness is there. Okay? Or when they pay attention to akusala objects, then akusala mind arises, then there's no mindfulness. That is why having mindfulness to develop for bhikkhu, not to decline. Here in commentary show, their mindfulness very, very good. You know, they can remember the thing that they had done since long times ago. For example, here one Mahāthera, Mahāparinibbāna Abhaya Thera, Digapanaga Abhaya Thera, Tipitaka Sula Abhaya Thera, 3 Mahātheras. You know, Abhaya Thera from Mahāparinibbāna place. After giving birth, you know, the fifth days from the birth, his birth, what will happen? Then after that, there's a one, maybe the celebrations for his birth after 5 days. Then when they are arranging a kind of food, a kind of rice, then one crow bird, okay, comes to take this one. At the time they trying to drive this bird home, okay, home, maybe they are uses crow. Then when he became Mahāthera, then he still remember this one. That is why some junior bhikkhu asked Bande, what kinds since Gadapataya Bande Sarathar, beginning from what age or what times do you remember your past memories? Then he answers, you know, Jada Benjamati Wati Kadasada Dopataya Ausore. I remembered everything since beginning of 5th day of my birth. He remembered everything, not only this one. You know, after birth, 5th day, since this time he became Mahāthera, then he remembered everything. So his memory is very good. Okay? Can you remember like this? Then another Digapanaga Abhaya Thera. Jada Nawama Diwasi, Mada Jombesa Miti Onada. Then okay. 9 days from his birth. You know, then his mother wanted to kiss him. Then at that time, you know, from her head, all the jasmine flower fall onto his chest. Then he feel a lot of suffering at that time. Then since this time, he remember everything in the past until he became Mahāthera. Okay, he remember everything. His memory also very good. There's Tipitaka Chula Abhaya Thera, who have memorized Tipitaka. This one is from Sri Lanka, Anuradhapura. There are 3 doors in Anuradha city in Sri Lanka. Then, for example, the 2 doors are closed, 1 door open. Then everybody in the morning, they go outside of the city from this door. Then the Venerable Mahāthera, Sulabhya Mahāthera asks their name. What is your name? Then they also answer, my name is what? My name is what? The many people go outside of the city. Then in the evening, they also comes to the city, come in the cities from this door. Then, okay, without asking their name, he remember, okay, your name is this, your name is Eta, your name is Kala, etc. Then he can say anything. Then his memory also quite good. Okay? His memory also quite good. Or they have the good mindfulness, or they can remember everything. They can they trying to memorize Tipitaka. That is when they became Tipitaka, but not like normal Tipitaka. Okay, they memorize Tipitaka. They will never forget again until they pass away or something like that. So they have mindfulness. Then having mindfulness is one factor to prosper, to develop, not to decline for bhikkhus. Then the last one, bhikkhu pinyawa bodhisanti, as long as monks continue with wisdom. Okay, then having wisdom is one factor to develop for monks, not to decline. Then here, what is the pinya? Especially the pinya referred to Uddiyabhaya jnana, the arising and falling knowledge and vipassana knowledges. Okay, then if they had this vipassana Uddiyabhaya jnana, then they may be expected to prosper, not to decline. Until they reach up to Uddiyabhaya jnana state, sure, they practice sila, they fulfill sila, based on sila, they practice concentration, based on concentration, they practice vipassana, beginning from, nama rupa parichira jnana, pajya brega jnana, then samasana jnana, then finally they reach up to Uddiyabhaya jnana state. Uddiyabhaya jnana state is already quite a high level of vipassana state. Can consider high level of vipassana state. If they continue to practice, they can realize Nibbana very soon. That is why, as long as they can practice up to Uddiyabhaya jnana state, they have the vipassana wisdom. If they have vipassana wisdom, then they can be expected to prosper, not to decline. So here, as long as monks hold to these 7 things and are sensed to do so, they may be expected to prosper, not to decline. These are the third group of 7 dhammas of non-decline dhamma for monks. By knowing these 7 dhammas taught by the Buddha, may be able to follow these 3 dhamma, may be able to practice until you realize Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Sayadaw, for your teaching today. We have about 10 minutes left, 10 minutes left, Sayadaw. May we open the floor for today's questions? I will read the first question, Sayadaw. Vendami Sayadaw, the Buddha said we shouldn't delight in company, but he also said if we find someone who is our equal or superior to us in Dhamma, then it is okay to associate with them. Can you explain to us the difference between these 2 statements? It's from Sami, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
This one, sure, the Kalyana made association with good person, Sapurisa Sansewa. This is also one factor to become Sotapanna or higher noble persons. Okay, Sotapati Yanga. Then should associate with the good persons, good friends. But here, nothing Nikarama delight and accompany me, not like this. For example, they are searching for the friends, companies to have chatting, to have conversation, or not to discuss with the meditation. The Buddha referred to this one. If they are associating with good person from time to time, can discuss with about meditation practice, etc. And there is not delight in company. It is good. Should associate from time to time. They can teach, they can instruct you, and they can practice.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Equal to superiors to us. Okay, this one, sure. This one equal. If you can find equal person, superiors person, it is the best. Then if you cannot find the superiors persons, then you find the equal person, sure. Then if someone, according to the suggestion in the text, if, for example, to develop faith, you should find the faithful person. His faith must be stronger than you. something like this. Then when you associate with this person, your faith will be stronger like this person. If you cannot find such kinds of person, you should find the equal person. Then still okay, you can associate with this person. But if their faith is very low, they don't believe the Buddha's enlightenment, Buddha's teaching, then they will say something, oh, this is wrong, no, then your faith also will decline. That's why without associating with this person is the best, the test. Buddha's guided you, okay, not to associate the lower person. But sometimes, although they are lower, only just to instruct or to guide, to help them with this intention, they also follow your instructions, okay. If they don't follow, okay, only just ignore. This is his own karma.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Vanami Sayadaw. Yeah, Sayadaw, this question, he would like to ask, can Sayadaw explain about 5 khanda and 5 nivarana?
5 khanda and 5 nivarana, or 5 fetters.
5 khanda, he said. 5 khanda.
5 nivarana, what?
Yes. Yeah, this is just a simple question.
Okay.
5 khanda and 5 nivarana.
Okay, 5 khanda and 5 nivarana. Then you learn from Uddamadasi later in detail. Okay. Then 5 khanda is rupa khanda, aggregate of materiality. Okay. The Vedana khanda. Okay, Uddamadasi will translate. Senya khanda, Sankhara khanda, and Vijnana khanda. Altogether 5 khandas. Then 5 nivarana is Kama Chanda nivarana, Vyabhara nivarana, Tinameda nivarana, Uddaca Gogoca nivarana, and Vijikecha nivarana. Altogether 5 nivarana. Okay, Uddamadasi will translate into Chinese.
Vanami Sayadaw, he would like to ask whether in 4th jhana, would the breath stop? Will the breath really stop at 4th jhana, or only when the concentration is very deep, then the breath will stop?
That's why you need to practice the 5 mastery in every state of jhana, meet this one. Sure, as soon as they reach the 4 jhanas, then most of the meditators, they know the breathing stop in the 4th jhana. Because of this knowledge, when they reach the 4th jhana, after sometimes they reflect whether there's a breathing or not. Because of this reason, they feel, oh, still breathing. Then may not be the 4th jhana. Okay? That is why we reminded the yogi, Sayadaw also reminded the yogi not to reflect, not to observe, okay, whether you are breathing or not. Then only if they believe this is the 4th jhana, only just stay in the 4 jhanas without reflecting, without reviewing, okay, without observing whether he is still breathing or not. Then sure, their 4 jhanas will be deeper and deeper, better and better. Then they can be able to decide. They will be able to decide no breathing in the 4th jhana. Reason is that they review and they observe, they reflect whether they are reviewing. This is not jhana mind. This is Pichavakana, reflecting on the jhana again, reflecting on the other mind again. That is why. San also says, for example, when you are sleeping, you are observing you are sleeping or not. Then how to sleep? Is it? You are sleeping. Okay, only just sleep. But whether I am sleeping or not, if they observe themselves, then how to sleep? In the same way, they are entering into jhana, only just enter into jhana, taking the pativa nimitta objects. Don't observe whether you are still breathing or not. If you are observing the still breathing, then you don't pay attention to the pativa nimitta objects. You come out from the jhana. Then there will be Pichavakana viti, Pichavakana mind. That is when you feel you are still breathing.
Vanami Sayadaw, for a layperson, if a layperson is not so skillful in socializing, then he will always be scolded or oppressed by others to do a lot of activities in the world. For example, to search for food and properties. So how to make this? How to decide? how to make decision. And also if the parents or family is not Buddhist, always doing akusala, not observing precept, then how to avoid such persons because they are family members?
Sure, no problem. You do kusala as much as possible. Then if they see your good behavior and your good morality, they will consider you are a good person with evidence. Although the other person are bad, not so good. Okay, you are a good person. Later, when they recognize you as a good person, then when you admonish them, when you teach sentence to them, they may be able to obey your instructions. Okay, they may be able to obey. Then you also try to help them as far as you can. Then, although you try in this way, cannot have anything, they are still holding their view, something like this. Then the Buddha way is Savisata Kammasaka. This is their own karma, is it? Metta, you have metta towards them. Then you do metta to them. You develop metta. You also speak gently with metta, vaji metta. Then manokama, manomettas may develop metta in your mind. Then do treat them with bodily love and kindness. Okay, then with the body. Then because of your metta, their mind also will be gentle, soft. Then later, they may be able to follow your instructions. They will be able to do. Then if they don't do, then you still have karuna, compassion. Then if you have the compassion, they treat with the compassion. So if they follow, then you also, if they are successful, if they are happy, then you also rejoice with their success, happiness, attainment, etc. Although you don't do, you do metta, karuna, mudita towards them, okay, their idea is different, their behavior is different from you, cannot have them. Then okay, upekha, only just ignore, don't hate and don't love them. Okay, middle equanimity is like this. Without having love and hate, put your mind in between. Upekha.
Thank you,
Savisata Kammasaka.
Sayadaw, this is actually my question. You mentioned that bhikkhus should not be fixing or cleaning around the monastery and should focus on teaching and meditation. My question is that in the United States, we don't have like kapiyas who live at the monastery, and getting help around the monastery can be very difficult because everybody works a lot, the devotees. So some bhantes have to work around the monastery and do maintenance work, and some of them even have to like drive and go to the devotees' house for alms and things like that and for prayers. How can devotees in the West help out to make sure bhantes have enough time to focus on meditation and Buddhist teaching? So what you were teaching us, does it apply to all the bhantes that's residing in the Western nations without a lot of help, or can there be some alterations on how to, for them, or how can we help?
For example, if they stay alone in the monastery, sure, they also need to do some cleaning duties in the monastery. For example, not all the times. For example, after breakfast, then about half an hour they can clean. Then after they meditate, then prepares for food, go to the aunt's food, etc. Then after eating, then they do some duties in dining hall, etc. Then meditate. Then in the evening, they can also do some cleaning duty in the monastery. In this way, it's okay. In this way, it's okay. Then if the bhikkhu stay in those kinds of monastery in the Western country, but they also should consider whether the sila, samadhi, panya are growing in this place or not. If not growing, maybe need to find another suitable place like this, is it?
Yes.
Another suitable place. If their Sila Samadhi Panya are developing, growing by staying in those monasteries in the Western country, they can continue to stay. Then any place, even in Myanmar, also not only in Western country, Myanmar also the same way. What they want to do, they should reconsider their Sila Samadhi Panya are developing or not. If not, need to change themselves or need to change the place. The Buddha recommend the place where there are Sila Samadhi Panya can be developed.
Thank you so much, Bhante.
Their Sila Samadhi Panya are not so growing, but they want to have others, for example, the Buddhist in Western country, for the benefits of the devotee, they are living there. Not growing me, not decline, not need to observe Sila, need to practice meditation as far as they can in this way. But they cannot continue to practice for higher attainment, but they still can have other still possibilities for the benefit of sadhana or benefits of other. It is okay. But consider their Sila Samadhi Panya also not growing, not developing. There's also no benefits for the devotee by staying there. Then both are not beneficial. Then this place is not suitable.
I see. It has to benefit the Bhante and also the devotees.
Yes, need to consider. Actually, Bhikkhu benefits me, for example, by staying in this place. Their Sila Samadhi Panya will not decline too much, although cannot develop, but still can have for the benefits of devotee. Devotees' benefits. They are still beneficial by staying there. Then still okay for others' benefit. If they are beneficial by both, it will be better.
I see. Thank you so much, Siara. It really helped clarify everything. Thank you. The next question is, Vadami Siaro, how can we best deal with bullies? There are certain people observing that we are very peaceful and never fighting or reacting. They start bullying us and dumping their anger and negativity on us. What is the best way to deal with such kind of people? Tadu, tadu, tadu.
How can we best deal with the bullies? There are certain people observing this. We are very peaceful and never fighting and reacting. They start bullying us and dumping their anger negatively on us. What is the best way to deal with such kinds of people? They are also fighting our followers by separating bad news and Facebook and YouTube, etc. Then how should we do? How should we do? The Buddha says in Dhammacala Sutta, Abhuddham Buddha don't nebiti taban. Then we should solve the problem. We should clarify or explain to them what they say are not correct, etc. If we keep quiet without explaining, without clarifying, sometimes they don't say anything. That may be correct. The other person may think, and they will separate bad news more and more. That is why we should solve, we should explain and clarify such kinds of things. The Buddha explained. But someone says you are, for example, you are like a cow, like the dog, etc. If they abuse in this way with the abusive words, then we only just ignore. This is his karma. For example, the Buddha is not enlightened one. If someone say we should explain, sure, the Buddha is enlightened one. Because of this, etc. According to the teachings of the Buddha. But only, then they only just abuse with the rude word. Then we only just ignore. This is his own karma. This is the way of the teachings of the Buddha way. So how they are bullying. The Ukraine is fighting back with the Russia.
Yes, Sayadaw. Tadu for your explanation. Since the time is up, please ask your questions on our next teaching. May Sayadaw lead us in making aspirations and sharing merits. Tadu.
Hey, repeat after me to share your merits to all beings. Idame Punya
Idame Bonya
Asawakaya
Atwakaya
Wahan Hodu
Vahahodu
Idame Punya
Idame Bonya
Nibbanasa
Nibanata
Pichayo Hodu
Ichio Hodu
Mama Punya Bagan
Mama Bonya Baga
Tava Satana
Tapatatana
Pajemi
Ajemi
Pesabe
Nitape
Mesama
Nitama
Punya Bagan
Bonya Baga
Labandu
Abandu
Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu